were on bed already.
Okay.
So we made out.
Okay.
After which he left and I had to freshen up. Though I was feeling guilty and at the same time also feeling happy.
Okay.
And so after my husband, few minutes later he left, my husband came to the room. He was feeling tipsy too. So we also made out with my husband too.
Okay.
And this two sex was unprotected.
Hello, people. It's your boy Skittle Comedy, aka the next governor. Today again, we don't enter so we can do that thing we sabi do best. Today matter, it get as it take no one be. This matter, eh? Hey, 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 all this X. Hey. Make you no be like saying I mean they tell na this story. But the story is strong. The story is very, very deep. And the story, now this auntie here, now him bring this story, can't give me. When I went through her email, as I read this story finish, I can't shake my head. Things is really happening. Things they happen for this world. Yeah? But make you no be like saying I mean they tell on this story. I go like me we go meet this sister. So that she go narrate this story to us just the same way she take narrate and to me, will make me invite and come down to this place. But before then, fans, I want to still remind you of waiting I tell now. I beg. Skit Lord Comedy can never DM you. I will never DM you for any reason. I will never give you my number on Facebook for any reason. I will never call you for any reason. First, I no go first call you for anything. I will not DM you. I will not chat you up. I will not email you for any reason. If I want to give you my number, it will only come from my email, skitlordcomedy@gmail.com. There is no number attached to the email. There is nothing like one. It's just skitlordcomedy. It's on my page. The reason why I sound this warning because many people they allow themselves to be used. Many people they send money to somebody where they don't know. At the end of the day, they come my comment section, come they talk. Waiting I don't know. Please stop it. Stop being desperate. Now when you comment, your comment appears desperate. Now in that person go come reply you. The next thing you don't DM you. The next thing you don't give you number. The next thing you don't begin chat them. From there, you go send them money. Your eye go clear. You go stop picking your call. Then you go begin contact me. Stop it. Don't stop coming to my comment section and to say you send somebody money and he's not taking your calls again. It's none of my business. I will not say this thing again. Skit Rock Comedy will not be held responsible for anybody where they scam. So you need to be careful. Just be careful. So as you continue to be a faithful and royal fan, as you continue to follow Skit Rock Comedy to stay updated, may God bless you now and always. Amen. Now, may we dive into the matter we bring us come here. As I promise you, now say I won't be wasting you guys' time. Going a little bit closer. I won't be wasting you guys' time. Now, straight to the point, we go dey hit this very matter. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, auntie, madam. Now, because of the gravity of the story you emailed me that made me to be hiding your identity. See, I don't want to hear anybody's name. I don't want to hear the name of a place, animal, or things, or somebody's name. I don't want to hear it because if I want to do that, I would have asked you to face the camera so that the world will see you. But I'm hiding your identity because of the gravity of what you said to me through my email. So I would like you to narrate this story to us. The reason why I said us is that behind you there is camera and we're recording this program and the world is watching. So I would like make you tell them this story just exactly the same way you said it to me that made me to invite you down to this place. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My husband and I went to a friend's wedding last month.
Okay.
So my husband and his friends and some of his cousins decided to lodge in the same hotel. So
Okay.
because we want to have some good time with my husband, we
Okay.
decided to go to the hotel on Thursday. So on Friday morning, his friends and his cousin came in, and
Okay.
my husband asked me to come down to the bar to say hi to his friends.
Okay.
And behold, my husband had to introduce me to one of his cousins, who happens to be my ex.
Now here the stories take start. Okay.
So after the introduction, my ex excused me for us to have a talk outside. So while he was talking to me, I was feeling honey. I began to ask myself, why am I feeling this way? but there was no explanation. I cannot even explain myself why I was feeling horny for him. But though he was very good in bed back then in the university. So after we talked, he left, and on Saturday morning, it was a very busy day for the wedding. So everybody was busy. Then after everything, on Saturday evening, my husband and I decided to go into the room. We freshen up, and my husband asked me to come downstairs to stay with the guys to have a drink. So I told him I don't want to come downstairs. He now said, "Why?" I said, "Nothing. I'm feeling tired. I want to rest." So my husband went downstairs to have drink with his guys. So a few minutes later, I had a knock on the door.
Okay.
I was surprised. I now asked who it was. It was my ex.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm, 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 hmm. Okay. No, well, it was your S and them.
so I had to open the door for him, and I asked him what he wants. He said he wants us to talk. I told him, "Do you know my husband is around?" He said my husband is having a drink with his friends downstairs, and that's why he came. That he just started drinking.
Okay.
So while we were talking, I was still feeling horny for him
Hmm,
because my husband is not even good at in bed, just like my ex. It was not a relationship thing we had in the university. It was just a thing, but he was very, very good in bed.
hmm. Now you can't remember the moment where you see this guy. You can't remember how good Wayne did that time for university. Maybe we dey tell ourselves the truth because this thing wey we dey do na mindset. Na mindset. When you that mindset enter there and you allow yourself to be used, you will be used. Because in fact, okay, make she finish her story before I will talk this thing what I want to talk. This thing that is in my mind I want to say. Let her finish her story, then I will say what I have to say. So,
So while we were talking, we had a eye to eye contact, and the next thing, we're on bed already.
okay,
So we made out.
okay,
After which he left, and I had to freshen up. Though I was feeling guilty, and at the same time also feeling happy.
okay,
And so after my husband, few minutes later he left, my husband came to the room. He was feeling tipsy too. So we also made out with my husband too.
okay.
And this two sex was unprotected.
Hmm,
So
hmm, hmm. Wait, make e no be like wetin I dey think. Make e no be wetin I dey think. Oh, make e no be wetin I dey think. But no wahala. People shebi una dey hear, una dey follow up this story. Una dey see the way wey e take dey go. She had sex with her ex-boyfriend, then now the husband, and both are unprotected. They had unprotected knacking. So okay, we dey here.
so on after the sex, after making out with my husband, I was still feeling guilty and feeling bad at the same time. So because I was upset, my husband asked us to check out in the morning on Sunday morning. So we all checked out. I had
Okay,
to block my ex from Facebook, his contacts, deleted everything that will make me reach out to him.
okay.
So we went home. When we got home, weeks later, I found out that I was feeling somehow funny. I had to go check myself, and I found out I was pregnant.
Boy, exactly what I was thinking. Hmm? Exactly what I was thinking. Now it don't happen. Hmm? It don't happen. You have no reason or whatsoever to do anything. As long as you are married, you have no reason or whatsoever to do anything with your ex. I know they like this ex something. I know they like to use here am. Yeah. Before you go into marriage, try your knacking capacity the way you want am. You text am know say whether that your partner whether na the kind of person wey you go fit dey with wey fit satisfy you as you dey want am. No be at the end of the day when you don marry you go come begin dey go look outside in the name of say you are not satisfied. Okay, no problem. After you go home 2 weeks later you find out that you are pregnant and what happen?
So, and now I don't want to give child. I don't want to give birth to a child which is not of my husband. I'm confused. I don't even know if the pregnancy is for my ex or for my husband. And I don't want to confess to my husband because it will ruin my happy home. And that's why I'm here for an advice.
Omo, omo. The Yoruba say, Oti Boju. This one a hard. This one is very, very hard. When I don't hear her story, when I don't hear wetin she talk. Okay, but to you now, what do you want to do? Before we give you our own advice, what is coming to your mind?
I don't even know. I'm not even thinking straight anymore. I'm confused because the both sex are unprotected. I
Okay,
don't know if the pregnancy is for my husband or for my ex. I don't know.
okay. Now, you said this your ex happens to be your husband's cousin,
Yes,
and you did not know all these years.
yes, I don't know that he was his cousin.
Okay. Um, did your husband now is he aware that you are pregnant?
Yes, he's aware I'm pregnant.
Boy, you don't keep the baby finish. You don't keep the baby finish. There is no two ways about it. I know they support baby commoting, and you cannot remove someone's baby when he's aware. He's already aware. Your husband is already aware that you're pregnant, and there is nothing you can do about it. Yes, there is nothing you can do about it. He's aware that you are pregnant already, so he's expecting to be a father in the nearest future, in the nearest months. So, what will determine this thing is that what I have to say is that you have to confess to your husband. People should even hear me. She has to confess this thing to her husband. Because if I in order the other way around, she has to carry this baby on she gave birth to this baby, then DNA test will determine who is the biological father. But two things are involved. If you tell your husband that you had, say you knock your ex, who happens to be his cousin, on the same day you guys went for a wedding, one is your marriage is condemned already. You don't scatter the marriage. There is no two ways about it. Then if you decide to keep it to yourself that you don't want to tell your husband, tomorrow you gave birth to this baby and it happened not to be your husband baby, that the baby belongs to your ex-boyfriend, the cousin of your husband, and maybe wanting read to another, he went for a DNA test and find out that the baby belongs to another person and not his. Nne, he will not be happy about it. Abeg, make we dey use, make we dey, our people say ka ewere ụtụtụ wepụ aka enwe n'ofe, ebido n'oge wepụ aka enwe n'ofe before awa aka mmadụ. Meaning say e dey good make we from early stage make we begin dey avoid things, bad things before e go happen. Prevention is better than cure. Nne, you have no reason or whatsoever to do anything with that your husband cousin who is your ex. According to you, you say una no dey into relationship, na just one night stand, na just a friend you guys had. So I don't see the reason why you saw him again and your body started moving. Okay, fine. Since you feel that you feeling like now you feel like knacking, why not? Why didn't you tell your husband, I beg, I want knack. Can you excuse me? Come into the room. Let's do this thing so that you get yourself. But you went ahead and allowed yourself to be used. My judgment here is that you have to confess to your husband and face the music, face the consequences. Ndị be anyị si na onye kpatara nkwa ahụ sịrị ngwere bịara ya ọrịrị. He who fetches the firewood full of ants calls for the visit of lizards. That's what the adage means. So you have to confess to your husband. Eh?
Okay.
You have to confess and face the music once and for all. You don't need to wait until maybe you give birth. You can't go and remove the pregnancy which your husband is aware. I don't know the story where you go tell him if you come out the belly. I'm not in support of that. I won't even advise you to go and remove the baby. You mixed it up is that you mixed it up. There is no two ways about it. So go to your husband, not the same way you confess to the world. Now you said this thing to the world. they don't hear them. Just go the same way, explain this thing to your husband. Anything wey won't happen, make it happen. That is that about my own. Give birth to the child. After giving birth to this child, run a DNA test. Paternity and maternity DNA test determines, okay, paternity DNA test to determine who is the biological father of that pregnancy. Because I cannot say who is the father of the baby right now, because the both men had unprotected knacking with you and the two came inside of you. So I no fit determine. I don't know whether doctors, I bet doctors will be my fans. I don't know whether una fit determine. Can you people determine who is the father of this baby in between the husband and the ex? So without wasting anybody's time, fans, I would want you to go to the comment section. Tell me what you feel about this very issue. But don't forget to comment respectfully. Eh? Don't forget to like and share after watching. And as you continue to follow Skit Lord Comedy to stay updated, as you continue to follow Skit Lord Comedy, as you continue to be a loyal and faithful fan, may God bless you now and always. Amen. Now, when I don't watch this video and when I like am, you don't hear wetin this lady talk. Yes, in all and all, she is to be blamed. But let's pass this message across to the world. Let's make this her confession go viral. The world need to watch and learn, most especially our ladies. A lot of things are happening. Please, please share this video. You can be saving a soul just with one share. They need to watch and learn. Eh? Now him be the support what I need from you now just to share this video. No be say I don't need money. If you dash me and say I'm money, we will collect them. Thank you very well. Chop am. But the major support I need from you is just to share this video. Click on the share button and share this video as many times as you can. And as you continue to do so, may God bless you now and always. Amen. Ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'eke, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'orie, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'afọ, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma na nkwọ. Ise.